Hi guys, welcome to another episode of The Practical Gardener. So I just came back from the store and just bought some of this rice paddy herbs from the my local supermarket, the Asian supermarket. I just want to show you, this is the rice paddy herbs. It's really delicious in a lot of Asian culinary. I want to say Thai, Cambodian. I don't know if Chinese people use this, I'm not sure, but it's definitely delicious. And if you know it, you know it. If you don't know it, then hey, try it. Maybe you might like it, right? I think you could order seeds online if you can't find it in your local, in your Asian supermarket. I don't know, Google it. There might be a supermarket, an Asian supermarket nearby that you can find these. If not, you can order them online, right? But yeah, they smell so good, and I like to cook them in some dishes that I normally make that has like pineapple, and it's like a pineapple tomato soup, but we throw in like this herbs, the rice paddy herbs, and we cook it with fish and stuff like that. Those are one of the dishes that I cook with, but you can cook this with other stuff too. There's other dishes out there that they use this in, but it's definitely a good herb to have. They are not that easy to grow, I'll give you just a forewarning, but but they are, you can grow them and you can have multiple cuts from them before they eventually will die out, because they are very sensitive to the temperature and also the water requirement too. But they are worth growing, and I'm just going to show you how to grow these from the store-bought herbs that I had gotten. Okay guys, so I'm checking on my rice paddy plants. Let's see how much root it has. This has been like about 24 hours later now. Actually a little bit more than 24 hours. This guy is a little more wilted than I want. The rest are doing great. Okay, so we're just gonna gently kind of like lay them down so we can see what in the world is going on. Okay. Like once they have a lot of roots later on, I'm not going to be taking them out like this. Right now there's hardly anything on them, so you can still kind of like move them around and maneuver them. So let's look. So there's a few roots on them already. They're not that lengthy. So yeah, so they are doing their thing. Now we need a lot more root than this before we can put them down. Okay. We don't need too much root, but we definitely need a little bit more. Okay, like I want to say like probably triple the amount of these roots. It will be good to start putting them down. Okay, so I'm gonna put them back in the water, but first I'm going to rinse it off in the sink. Just give it new water, and I'm gonna transfer it back to where it was, which was by the window ledge like we said. So one by one, kind of like just put them back in. Okay, so I'll check on them again and I will update. Okay guys, so I am by my window ledge here, and it's been about like 4 days now. I'm gonna show you how much roots there is, but yeah, let's see. Oh wow, there is a lot of roots. Look how much after 4 days. So yeah, it takes about 4 days for these guys to properly root. Like after 24 hours, it did not really do anything. Granted that, when I bought it, it already had like little root in place. But yeah. Today I'm going to put down my rice paddy herbs. I'm going to try to create an environment for the rice paddy herb similar to its native area, wherever it grows at, which in a rice field where there's a lot of it grows in water, so it grows in a wetland kind of environment, and also the area is like humid, so yeah, we're going to try to create an environment similar to that for it to grow in, because we want it to grow successfully. So it's one thing to root it, another thing is to have it to successfully grow, and I find it challenging living where I'm at. I'm in California, so the weather here is more warmer. So and the humidity is not, it's not that humid here. So but yeah, so I'm standing in front of my um, pot here, and this guy is a self-watering pot. You can find this guy on Amazon. Just look up self-watering plant pots, this kind of stuff. But yeah, it comes with this rope here. This is supposed to create a wick where, like, I guess the water will seep through, and then that's how it keeps the plant moist without overly saturating it. But at this point, because of the plant's water requirement, we don't really have to worry about overwatering it. It's actually underwatering it, because the environment where it lives in, like I said, is wetland. So you know, the issue here is underwatering, not overwatering. Okay, so another thing that I'm going to do other than this, because we took care of the water part, now also the environment where it lives in, I'm assuming is, you know, humid. It's more the moisture in the air is more than it's not, I guess. So we're going to create an environment similar to that for the plant. So I got this other guy. This is a slug repellent tent or whatever, plastic tent. This is where, like, it prevents the slug from eating the plant. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it to put over this pot to create that humidity for it. And I have grown rice paddy before in a giant Tupperware style box, and it seems to work that way. But obviously, you know, it's kind of not as, it doesn't look as clean as I like, or aesthetically it doesn't look good. So we're gonna try doing this. Obviously, as you can see, it is bigger than the container. So I'm going to try to make it work by jimmy rigging this guy. So I'm gonna use the thing. I'll show you right now what I'm gonna be doing. So I solder all of these area, and I'm going to just cut all of this to make it smaller so it sits. So it's sitting on top of this guy, and I already made 2 holes to accommodate for the where I'm going to tie him off at. Okay, so I'll show you that right now. So the thing is already made, and I tie it a little bit already. Just want to show you. See, it's ugly looking, but anyways, it served the purpose. And that's really the main thing. We're more worried about the plant, not really how the thing looks. So it's gonna create that humidity like I'm talking about. On the top of it, there is a hole, so you know, it won't just be suffocating in there. It'll have a little bit of airflow. Okay guys, so I'm back with the potting mix. I went outside. I'm actually doing this inside the house because by the time I got back from watching a movie, it's dark. So anyway, we still need to do all this stuff, so we're gonna get it done. But yeah, so I got just your average, your regular potting mix, not potting soil, potting mix, because this guy needs to be light, because we got a watering system going on here. We don't want to be putting dirt, because it's gonna be muddy. That's what it's gonna be, okay? Especially this thing that needs a lot of watering. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first is let's see. So I got my rice paddy over here, and I got my rice paddy over here. So I'm going to insert these guys in here. I'm gonna do 5. I might do another one of these, but I'm just gonna show you this one because there's no sense in repeating the same process again. If you guys want me to, leave me a comment. Sure, we can do that. But yeah, so look, there is a lot of roots now. There is a lot of roots, so they are very healthy, perfect to pot now. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a few in here, gonna put you some, move some dirt over, and it's fine. But yeah, so now I'm gonna water it. So we're just gonna water this guy, and then I'm gonna add water to the bottom, but really you need to water it generously, like I said, just for demonstration purposes. Okay, so I'm just gonna use the sink. Hang on. Okay guys, so it is already in the pot. It's been watered and I added water to the bottom of it, as you can see. So now we're going to put the dome over it, okay? It's just as simple as that. Just plop this this dome on top and let it sit on top like that. But yeah, so it is ready to go, and I like this dome. I did not expect when I got it, I did not expect it to be this tall and this big, but it's perfect. It is perfect for this purpose. So yeah, so I'm going to update you guys in a week to see how it is doing. But I'm going to keep this guy in the corner of my house, you know, in the north side of my house. Needs indirect sunlight, but a bright place, so it'll serve that purpose. Okay, and I'll update you. Okay, since it is growing so well, I'm going to pot up another one, and yeah, that is it. So I'm gonna leave this guy here, and I'm going to put a tent over it. And just want to give you an update on my rice paddy. Look, they are doing so good, and this guy was in a greenhouse, like uncovered like this, and they were like, it's thriving. I mean, look at it. It is like thriving. Okay, and it's even putting out new shoots from the bottom. So definitely, but you know, because I have them in this greenhouse and I have the window up top open, I'm putting this dome thing here. I mean, just to make sure that it's not like I'm gonna dry out. I don't want to take any chances. So it's been about a week since I last planted these in this pot. The water is getting a little cloudy, but anyways, let's open it and see what's going on. It is doing great. It is very much alive. So these are very quick. Like, you'll know if it doesn't like the area where you planted or the condition or whatever, it will die. It will wilt and die. They rely a lot on water. So like if they're under any kind of stress, they will start wilting and kind of become limpy. So these are definitely good in this area. So this condition here is perfect for growing the rice paddy. And that is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and